Good evening. Welcome to IUP's graduate commencement ceremony. I'm Michael Driscoll, president of IUP. Please stand now for the presentation of colors and our national anthem sung by Seth Robertson, who will later receive a Master of Arts in Music Performance. The graduation brass ensemble will accompany him.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you, Mr. Robertson. The presence of friends and family is what makes occasions like this one most special. Because not all can make the trek to Indiana or be with us in the arena, I want to give special greetings to families who join us through our live webcast. We are honored this evening to have with us members of the Iup Council of Trustees. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Gailey Walwork and Joyce Fairman. Thank you for all you do to support and advance IUP. I will now introduce members of the President's Cabinet, deans, and faculty members on the platform who will not be speaking during the ceremony. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all are introduced. Mr. Bill Speidel, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Cornelius Wooten, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Dr. Patty McCarthy, Interim Vice President for Enrollment Management and Communications. Ms. Robin Gorman, Executive Assistant to the President for Government and Community Relations. Dr. Pablo Mendoza, Assistant to the President for Social Equity. Mr. Michael Hood, Dean of the College of Fine Arts. Dr. Robert Camp, Dean of the Eberly College of Business and Information Technology. Ms. Amy Cook, Assistant Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Dr. Yao Asamoah, Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. Laura Lutkahans, Dean of the College of Education and Educational Technology. Mr. Luis Gonzalez, Dean of Libraries. Mr. Richard Muth, Director, Regional Campuses. Dr. David Piper, Chairperson of the University Senate. And our Grand Marshal this evening, Dr. Robert Millward. Please join me in welcoming the platform party. You may be seated. Our student speaker this evening, Terrence Hudson, is graduating with his doctoral degree in Education, Administration, and Leadership Studies. The Clayton Meal Supervisors Awardee, he earned the 3-minute thesis Peer Choice Award at the 2017 Graduate Scholars Forum. He is part of the Ever Consider Teaching project, was president of the Graduate Student Assembly, was a member of the Creating Higher Standards Mentoring Program, and was the volunteer strength and conditioning coach for IUP's lacrosse team. Please join me in welcoming Terrence Hudson.
Good evening, family and friends. He said, I'm Terrence Hudson, and I'm from the Administration and Leadership Studies program, cohort 14. I've dreamed of this day many times. I would say that I was going to moonwalk across the stage to get my diploma, but I will refrain from doing that tonight. Everything about my past says that I shouldn't be here. Product of a broken home, youngest of 8 children to a single parent mom. I grew up in the inner city of Cleveland, Ohio. At times, we lived in public housing. There were also times where there could be up to 10 or 12 of us packed into a small 3-bedroom home. I qualified for free and reduced lunch. So I've had to overcome some challenges to get to this point, as I'm sure many of my fellow graduates have as well. So how did we get here? How did we get here tonight? We could say that we worked hard, and we did work hard, and we should be proud of that. But a lot of people work hard, and they're not always afforded the same opportunities. Oftentimes when I'm talking to young people, I talk about my siblings, and I say, I wasn't the most athletic in my family growing up. I have a brother who at only 5 feet 3 inches tall, he could slam dunk a basketball. And this was in the 8th grade. But he didn't get a chance to showcase his talents. He didn't get a chance to go to college. But yet I was able to receive an athletic scholarship to the University of Toledo to play football. And then I say, I wasn't the most intelligent in my family growing up. I have another brother who's a decorated police officer. Growing up, he excelled in just about everything he tried to do. But yet he's never stepped foot in a college classroom. Then I have a sister who was an A student through grade school. She didn't get her chance to go to college right after high school. They had to go to work. They grew up fast. But yet I'm here tonight about to receive a doctorate degree. Even though although my siblings went on to be successful, I asked, what was different? What was different about me? And I couldn't help but to think that it was the power of mentoring. Someone there every step of the way guiding me through. Going back to high school, my head football coach, Ted Ginn Sr., being able to see beyond the playing field and inspiring me to major in education and become a teacher. And then once I got to the University of Toledo, the teachers and coaches and mentors who, even when I faltered, they didn't give up on me. I mean, as a history major, failing my Ohio history course, but yet they maintain high standards and high expectations for an inner city kid from Cleveland. Then I think back to 6 years ago when I made my way to IUP. This was after much poking and prodding from my girlfriend at the time. She's now my wife, Andrea. She was 1 year into the Side D program here at IUP, and she just came on and told me, "You're going to graduate school and you're going to IUP." I said, okay, I'll go. So I came, and I was accepted into the Master's in Sports Science program. And one of the first persons I met when I got to IUP was Mr. Jim Wada. Some of you may know Jim. At the time, Jim worked in facilities and athletics. And I'm in the Memorial Fieldhouse, and Jim comes up, he introduces himself. We spoke briefly. Some days later, I run into Jim outside his home. We talk again. I talked about looking for work for the fall. And Jim says, "Well, come to the Fieldhouse Monday morning and I'll give you a job." I said, okay. I came to the Fieldhouse Monday morning and he gave me a job. It was about $8.50 an hour, but I needed to eat. You know, books are expensive, so I took the job. But who knew where that work study job, monitoring the Fieldhouse weight room, would lead? This is where I would go on to meet Dr. Roger Briscoe. He went on to be a spiritual mentor, keeping me grounded here at IUP. This is also where I met a man who would change the course of my life, Dr. Robert Millward. At the time, Dr. Millward had just received a grant from the Heinz Endowments to the sum of $350,000 used to recruit more African-American males to careers in teaching. And over the course of a few months, him and I getting to know each other, he made me the offer of a lifetime, an opportunity to work on the recruiting project and earn a doctorate degree in the process. Wow, this was life-changing. What I'm saying here is, we did not get here alone, and it's important to remember those who helped us along the way. As said by philosopher Dr. Cornel West, I am who I am because somebody loved me, because somebody took an interest in me, because somebody cared for me. Graduate class of 2017, as we transition to the next phase of our lives, I ask, who are you going to love? Who are you going to care for? Whose life are you going to change? God bless you, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hudson. Good evening. I'm Timothy Moreland, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and it's my privilege to congratulate each of you today. You, your family, your friends can be proud. I want you to grab and taste and love this achievement. But I also must remind you that because of your distinction, you bear a great burden. You will be called upon to put your knowledge to use in your chosen field and to help solve the problems facing our nation and our world. I'm confident that your experiences at IUP have prepared you well for this challenge, and I look forward to hearing your many success stories in the years ahead. I'm now pleased to welcome to the podium Dr. Randy Martin, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research.
Congratulations to our graduates and welcome to family members, friends, colleagues, and guests of honor. Attaining your graduate degree is going to change the rest of your life in very positive ways. The degree you earn today will have a ripple effect, beginning with you and extending to others, your communities, and your workplace. Let me offer some advice. Take what you've learned and use it to improve the quality of life for others. Make a difference. Be important in the life of another. Don't ever accept second best for yourself. And most important of all, try to be a better person tomorrow than you were today. I wish you luck and good fortune as you continue on your lifelong journey.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. I now ask Dr. Martin to preside over the conferring of degrees.
Doctoral degree candidates, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present these candidates for the Doctor of Education, Doctor of Philosophy, and Doctor of Psychology.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and graduate dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the doctoral degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. As testament of this accomplishment, you will receive a doctoral hood, which signifies your attainment of this advanced degree. Please come forward to the platform.
Michael Bonuszewski, differential diagnosis of specific learning disabilities within a response to intervention framework, chaired by Dr. Joseph Kowaleski. Adele Campbell, performance on monitoring basic skills progress, computational probes in first, second, and third grade. Is it a predictor of Pennsylvania's system of school assessment mathematics achievement in third grade? Chaired by Dr. Timothy Runge. Lynn Carson, trans female perceptions and experience of sexual violence and views of Rape Crisis Center resources, chaired by Dr. Michelle Sandhoff. Sarah Bond, the predictive nature of the Phelps Kindergarten Readiness Scale Perceptual Score and Reading Achievement, a mixed method study, chaired by Dr. Sue Rigg. Jana Del Marcel, examining the significance of scaffolding on student-teachers' written reflections, a qualitative case study, chaired by Dr. Sue Rigg. Sandra Dennison, a study of how the behavioral intervention teams of universities within the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education are formed and evaluated, chaired by Dr. Joseph Marcolin. Luke Faust, an exploration of the impact of grit and self-efficacy on the performance of students in developmental college placements, chaired by Dr. Kelly Paquette. Leanne Leach, male nurse educators' lived experiences with student incivility, chaired by Dr. Kelly Paquette. Terrence Hudson, What motivates African American males to choose teaching as a career? Chaired by Dr. Robert Millward. Philip Caius Woods, Perceptions of Secondary Teachers on the Co-Teaching Model, an examination of the instructional practices in co-teaching classrooms in Western Pennsylvania, chaired by Dr. Robert Millward. Bethann McCain, Teacher Levels of the Non-Academic Skill of Grit and Student Achievement, a Mixed Methods Study, chaired by Dr. Kelly Paquette. Pamela Nichols, Community College Degree Attainment, a qualitative study of African American male participants in an academic mentoring initiative, chaired by Dr. Kelly Paquette. Christopher Robinson, an examination of historically Black college and university baccalaureate graduate perspectives on the modern day educational relevance of HBCUs, chaired by Dr. Kelly Paquette. Leanne Shustak, Perceived Factors Contributing to NCLEX PN Success Rates, a case study of a high-performing practical nursing program in Pennsylvania, chaired by Dr. Kelly Paquette. Philomena Gill, a qualitative study of the factors that impact adult student persistence to graduation, chaired by Dr. Kelly Paquette. Alan Lane Sr., Mentoring at the College Level, a qualitative study examining the perceptions of African American men who hold a 4-year degree and are professionally employed, chaired by Dr. Kelly Paquette. Yao Fu, Mainstream Pre-Service Teachers Self-Efficacy to Teach English Language Learners, Scale Development and Initial Validation, chaired by Dr. George Beeger. Jason Franklin Kiner, Pedagogy and Process, a case study of writing in a hybrid learning model, chaired by Dr. Mark Twist. Aiko Melinda Maurer, Pennsylvania Public School Board Effectiveness, Does It Influence Student Performance? Chaired by Dr. David Piper. Justin A. Tater, Civic Engagement, Generational Differences in Engagement of Citizens in Their Communities, chaired by Dr. David Piper. Rhiannon Brianna Callis, Swipe left or right, but what happens for the rest of the night? A qualitative approach to understanding the life cycle of romantic relationships on Tinder, chaired by Dr. Anna Ortiz. Bradley Michael Rolfe, Audience Reactions to Computer-Generated Imagery in Video, chaired by Dr. Mark Puinski. Corey Dunnigan, The Voice of the Learner, the lived experience of successful online students, chaired by Dr. Jay Start. Ahmed Karam Yosef, an investigation into the use of Hero, a video game for interpersonal communications in enhancing intercultural competency, chaired by Dr. James Lenz. Yuanjun Lin, Prescription Drug Use Among College Students, a Test of Criminal Spin Theory, chaired by Dr. Dennis Giever. Brooke Mathna, an empirical analysis of Hershey's 2004 self-control theory and its measurements, chaired by Dr. Jennifer Roberts. Minya Almenya, Behind the Violence, Hegemony, Resistance, and the World System in Third World Post-Colonial Literature, chaired by Dr. Susan Comforts. Lauren Shoemaker, Structures of Terror in Caribbean Women's Writing, chaired by Dr. Susan Comfort. Quanisha Charles, Black Teachers of English in South Korea, chaired by Dr. Gloria Park. Maria Predoko, Multilingual Student Writers' Renegotiation of Their Language and Literacy Practices in a First-Year Multilingual Composition Class, chaired by Dr. Gloria Park. Entisar El-Sharif, an adaptive methodological inquiry exploring a TESOL teacher education program's affordances and constraints in Libya as a conflict zone, chaired by Dr. Gloria Park. Gretchen Tom Cobb, Habitus of Deafhood, compiling a corpus-based academic ASL dictionary using the sociolinguistic practices of deaf individuals, chaired by Dr. Risa Crane Bizarro. Jeffrey S. Markovitz, Loneliness in the Gold, and the American Campus Novel and the Corporatization of the American University, chaired by Dr. David Downing. Ruth Margaret Elizabeth Oldman, Negotiating a Nation, Imperialism, Multiculturalism, and the Evolution of Identity in Medieval Scottish Borderland Literature, chaired by Dr. Michael Williamson. Sarah Rice, The Intersection of Folklore, Evangelicalism, and the Conduct Literature in Agnes Grey, a Case Study, chaired by Dr. Michael Williamson. Herschel Nicole Proctor Walden, Enacting Real Blackness in the Theater, the Black Arts Movement and the Wolskania, chaired by Dr. Veronica Watson. Sheila Simpson, Student Perceptions of Online Writing Center Designs for Fully Online Programs, chaired by Dr. Ben Rafeth. Elaine Little, an investigation of the most influential factors predicting nursing students' knowledge and attitude toward older persons, chaired by Dr. Teresa Grappelli. Rebecca Stout, a grounded theory approach examining the experience of first clinical rotations in nurse anesthesia education, chaired by Dr. Elizabeth Palmer. David Ayers, comparing the NIOSH method 5040 to a diesel particulate matter meter for elemental carbon, chaired by Dr. Christopher Janasek. Ralph Estep, an examination of organizational factors, employer-perceived barriers, and indirect costs of non-compliance with the OSHA bloodborne pathogen standard, chaired by Dr. Chris Janasek. Frederick Straub, the perceived importance and degree of implementation of ergonomics-related leading safety performance indicators in the American workplace, chaired by Dr. Chris Janasek. David Wilbanks, safety pre-qualification factors for the selection of contractors within the steel industry, chaired by Dr. Chris Janasek. James Calvert, an examination of the Commonwealth of Virginia's local emergency managers' perception of the adequacy of the Firefighter 1 curriculum and its coverage of prevention strategies for heart attacks in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, chaired by Dr. Chris Janasek. Richard Kilpatrick, perceptions of key stakeholders regarding the utilization of locatable sound for the prevention of occupational pedestrian injuries and fatalities, chaired by Dr. Tracy Sitkata. Wendy Kiley, the impact of mentoring on the moral judgment of school principals, chaired by Dr. John Anderson. Jamie Arthurs, examining implicit learning in individuals with autism spectrum disorder, using eye tracking to determine whether implicit learning is impaired or intact, chaired by Dr. Lisa Newell. Matthew Iwanek, an exploration of the relationships among trait mindfulness, executive function, and alcohol use, chaired by Dr. William Meal. Alyssa Grace Stiver, the impact of polyvictimization and traumatic stress on psychological and neuropsychological functioning of college students, chaired by Dr. William Mill. Jesse Thiessen Rainier, the effects of media exposure on intentions to seek teletherapy in rural populations, chaired by Dr. William Mill. Abby Costello, promoting existential connection, development and evaluation of a workshop to reduce existential isolation, chaired by Dr. Anson Long. Gabriella Huffman, an intelligence mindset intervention for first semester college students, chaired by Dr. Susan Zimney. Camille Joy Interligi, the Finding What Feels Good workshop, reimagining the discourse of young adult female sexuality, chaired by Dr. Maureen McHugh. Emily Brickle, utility of the factor structure of the neuropsychological assessment battery for the differential identification of Alzheimer's disease, chaired by Dr. David Laporte. Emily Lazar, client deterioration in individual psychotherapy, a systematic review, chaired by Dr. Derek Hatfield. Paige Morrison, Basics, a program evaluation of a campus group alcohol intervention, chaired by Dr. William Farrell. Sama El-Belazi, theorizing Libyan feminism, poetic representation of 12 Muslim Libyan women's experience, chaired by Dr. Sharon Deckert. Melanie Beth Glennon, communicating and cultivating, exploring the phenomenology of the extracurricular writing relationship through narrative, chaired by Dr. John Pagnucci.
Please join me in congratulating our new doctoral degree recipients. Dr. Martin, please present the candidates for the Master of Fine Arts degree.
Master of Fine Arts degree candidates, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the Master of Fine Arts degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and graduate dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the Master of Fine Arts degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. As a testament of this accomplishment, you will receive a hood, which signifies your attainment of this advanced degree. Please come forward.
Ashley Boughton, Broken Kingdom, an analysis of cultural shifts amongst the Dain people upon European contact, chaired by Dr. Nate Hoyer. Rachel Leanne Precht, Canary in a Coal Mine, Evidence of Late Capitalism in Rural Appalachia, Maryland, chaired by Dr. Nate Hoyer.
Let's congratulate our Master of Fine Arts degree recipients. Dr. Martin, please present the candidates for the Master of Arts, Education, Science, Business Administration, and Professional Science.
Thank you, President Driscoll. All recipients of the Master of Arts, Education, Science, Business Administration, and Professional Science, please rise. I have the honor to present these recipients of master's degrees in academic disciplines and graduate studies.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and graduate dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science, Master of Business Administration, or Professional Science Masters. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Please come forward to the stage to receive your diploma.
Eric Mark Wentz. Michael George Cooper, Jr. Shane Vincent Settlemeyer. Olivia Dawn Maderer. Catherine Ann Clark. Irving Rivera. Ahmed Mustafa. Wendy Pang. Oksana Moroz. Maria Barunila. Ashley Leanne Bacher. Ebtehal Mohammed Asiri. James Michael Whitman. Lauren Ashley Sehauer. Kayla Lynn Grozahan. Ashley Nicole Baxis. Brandon Adrade Souza. Amanda Marie Strasbaugh. Rebecca Jane Stevens. Cameron Reese Snyder Smith. Ryan B. Swaney. Abriana Noel Taylor. Emily Ann Rhodes. Seth J. Robertson. Shaniqua Antoinette Robinson. Kristen Marlene Rayot. Kyle Jordan Palanda. Catherine Suzanne Parasolek. Jayan Sun. Yosef Al-Shamare. Abdulaziz Yosef Al-Muthaibri. Jenny Sack. Jamal Will Gosa. Angela Leanne Walker. Caitlin Marie Smith. Nicholas Tyson. Tyrone Chavez Porter Jr. Joshua Austin Miller. Sameh Hansar Magale. Tyler Ray Kuhn. Samantha Ann Kissel. Rebecca S. George. Amanda K. Dunlop. Kelly Marie McKee. Olivia Chelsea Anna. Jessica Ryan Pisani. Lauren Christina Eisman. Kira L. Holsibus. Camille Gabrielle Rombold. Samantha Marie Cannell. Raymond J. Schroeder. Adrienne Elizabeth Bardot. Sharita Deval Jameson. Mallory Orlandra Smith. Catherine Somerville. Bonnie Eileen Berkebile. Ahmed Ibrahim Afana. Ashley Verna Strack. Monique Elise Bernowski. Brittany Lee Billand. Shannon Patricia Zimmerman. Tiara Marie Galisa Pugh. Ashley C. Henderson. Caitlin Michelle Zukowski. Dalal Abdullah Alatas. Kayla Nicole Graham. Christina Marie Young. Kelly Lynn Balobak. Jenna Lynn Girallo. Emily Marie Doran. Haley Nicole Moody. Nancy Louise Andesco. Julia Lauren Campbell. Janetta Yvonne Joyner. Chad Michael Walker. Andrew R. Estrain. Andrea Vizanko. Miranda Lee Cuzillo. Sharon L. Henke. Rebecca Lynn Gay Gregory. Jave Lynn Brown. Beryl Katonia Omune. Besma Dal Adib. Tagrid Amar Nasir. Yongjing Wang. Oad Alamare. Rima Alamare. Victoria E. Ferguson. Haley Elizabeth Neal. Sarah Ann Nickel. Jessica Jean McLaughlin. Jenna M. Farina. Courtney Lynn Weekland. Victoria Marie McMahon. Lauren Marie Mutavish. Stephanie Nicole Gubrelsik. Emily Nicole Peterson. Kaylin Sophia Giraldus. Allie Nicole Patton. Lucy Ina Morelli. Alexandria Hope Brandt. Shannon Colleen Monteith Boulay. William Gerald Stropnicki. Victoria Lynn Strange. Kusuma Anand. Catherine E. Willie. Derek William Hanley. Mrunal Tanwar. Danielle Ann Valicki. Nicole L. Burkowski. Veronica Ann Tiskevich. Jared Odell. Isabel Claire Tedis. Sarah Elizabeth Strait. Kristen Nicole Bittner. Randall A. Long. Samuel Silverstein. Corey Emerson Miller. Ty Anthony Sampsell. Cassie Elizabeth Smolik. Nicole Marie McClement. Brandon Michael Good. Andrew Douglas Pfister. Tommy Denzel Scales. Stephanie Ann Bartlam. Emily Catherine Woodsick. Alexander Hugh Culbertson. Courtney Nicole Donald. Hussein Al-Shraya. Abdul Hamid Al-Ruhali. Hussein Al-Absi. Abdullah Al-Usaimi. Jinsi Du. Haya Al-Shamari. Afnan Maghrabi. Alexandra Stoyanovich. Owinma Linda Tanka. Elizabeth Chafee Smith. Owatif Elenizi. Salma Al-Shamari. Monera Ayadi. Matthew Craig Tenegas. Abir Asiri. Rania Al-Johani. Abrar Flimiban. Fran Sabitpour. Oleawola Sequoia Oleniki. Holuwashun Olelekufawa. Abeyome Fajibi. Vinay Neveyek. Kelvin Obina Nkuju. Kulaworli Iola Daramola. Wisam Oashra. Mohammed Ater. Abir Ganyamam Tuta. Luzana Sharif. Shahad Suhail Abdullah. Muaf Saleh Mutan. Sahar Mustafa. Mai Hussein Mohammed Abdallah Hamad. Rami Fuad Daifala. Amal Jadala. Eman Jadala. Salim Farid Masharka. Sufian H. Zayed. Hamad Kamal Al-Ahmad. Arwa Jabir. Saeed Jabir. Hanin Nabel Abu Farah. Lina Al-Hawash. Amani Asfor. Jesse James Kunkel. Jessica Lee Nicholson. Tessa Joe Wolf. Matthew C. Nepper. Truman James Wilt. Renee Kybrens. Kai Rayner Hahnemann. Nicholas Henry Dambach Gross. Arjun Jivendra. Vishi Budrivishal. Yuvaraj Gopala Krishnan. Susindran Kumarava Devilu. Viknesh Ramesh. Neha Mullikarjun Jali. Okay. Shyam Shankar Jayashri. Shashank Pillai. Sharan Shankar. Anna Margaret Ruther. Marvin Nipper. James Richard Jolly. Florent Radzipi. Asma Dahalani. Marisa Z. Anderson. Rakshit Sayam Sundir. David Michael. Venkata Siva Ramakrishna Jayad Prasad Kusmanichi. Herman Brooks II. Jamie L. Heilman. Vincent G. Sioka. Lowry K. Ball. Kimberly K. Coretti. Jingru Bao. Tian Sang. Senlan Chao. Supritha S. Matt. Jiraj Umesh Belgavi. Mutiula Sharif Basir. Kushal Babu Reddy. Chandrasekhar Mahadave. Robin Isaac. Sunaina Bayari. Charisma Prasali Srinivasa. Vinyashri Nanjana. Arvind Srinivas. N. Sujana Rao. Rashita Ramesh. Vinay Bisa. Prakamya Chiodri. Harshud Subhash. Shreyas Kundi. Vivek Kolhapri Suresh. Mandasa Natraj. Okay. Alok Lokesh. Rahul D'Souza. Akshay Iyer. Okay. Raghavendra Saturama Rao. Kushal Baraka Lashmaya. Naveen Anil Deshpande. Purnima Shetty. Chaitanya Jain. Hemant Kumar Ravi Kumar. Siddhant Prasad. Nuresh Srivatsun. Jagadish Ratinasamy. Ravi Kajaha Vangaviti. Raviteya Malipate. Chetan Kumar Makam. Abhiram Kotanaga. Lakshmi Nalabotula. Megha Ananaraju. Akash Ganapati. Anutej Shiva Kumar. Sandesh J.P. Santosh Lakshmi Narayan. Lavanya Sridhara Prasad Bangalore. Poonam Raj. Prakruti Nrsimha. Pragati Venkata Reddy. Surya Munuharan Venkut. Partisardi Reddy. Supriya Lakshmikant. Shivarsha Sridhar Bhatt. Ramprabhu Venkata Chalapati. Shreyas Krishna Gowda. Nikhil Earl Williams. Nikhil Gurumurthy. Okay. Balachandra Shani Kumar. Yashasvi Hamaji. Nanditha Basavarajaya Nataraj. Amina Kausar. Sanjana Gowda. Swatika Suvarna. Vivitha Vilona Lobo. Shreya Shetty. Gopi Siddhana Betagari. Vishal Habib. Ashutosh Kulkarni. Shankar Kulkarni. Leela Krishna Alipati. Ajith Kumar Srivinas. Dikshith Devang. Gope Gumadi. Adishnath Chilkuri. Varun Tamaya. Amir Khan Mateen Khan. Manoj Patil. Krishnan B.G. Nadeem Ali. Pradeep Kumar Naraganahali Pasteep. Karthik Rao. Vumshi Krishnan Soma.
Please join me in congratulating the new master's degree recipients. Yeah, you can do better than that, I think. You're right. Do it again. Now we come to the time of our program where we thank those who helped us get to this moment. Members of the faculty, please stand and stay standing while I ask members of the audience to join the platform party and graduates in expressing our gratitude for the contributions that faculty has made to ensure the success of today's graduate. Faculty, stand please. All right. You may be seated. Thank you. These are difficult times in our world, and I do want to take a moment to recognize everyone who has served or who is actively serving in our military or as first responders in their communities. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you all for your service. Now I will give the graduates the opportunity to pay tribute to those people who helped make this moment a reality for them. Would the parents, spouses, children, other family members, sponsors, and friends of our graduates please stand and stay standing so I can ask that the graduates take the opportunity to show their appreciation. You may be seated. Thank you. As we conclude, I want to thank the Graduation Brass Ensemble and our vocalist, Seth Robertson. I also thank the Commencement Committee and all the others who helped to plan and carry out this ceremony this evening. And I also want to thank the representative from the Council on Spiritual and Religious Life for being with us this evening and for all you do to support our university community. Thank you all. And I can't allow this ceremony to end without acknowledging two people who have been integral to commencement ceremonies and who are retiring. Grand Marshal Robert Millward, who retires from IUP with more than 45 years of service, and Trustee Gailey Walwork, who we bid farewell from our Council of Trustees with 26 years of service. Saying thank you somehow doesn't seem enough for all the passion and all you have given this great university. You will definitely be missed. I now ask that you please remain in your places until the platform party has recessed, and we will now have the alma mater. Sung in my key, Mr. Robertson, which I appreciate greatly.
To our noble alma mater's name we we, her children, sing our joyful lay, and to her a new allegiance pledge that lives beyond a day. Sing, oh sing, our alma mater's praise. Hail, oh hail, her colors gleaming hue. Give to her our homage and our love, and to her name be